Yo, what's up? Another video, man. I'm just doing two tonight. I'm gonna make this video shorter because I'm tired. It's like by the minute I'm getting sleepier. So this video I'm gonna talk about like one of the biggest, like, it's not really like a secret, and it's something that a lot of guys know, but a lot of guys don't know. And then you have other guys who are in denial about this. But it's pivotal. It really is, and I mean, you can't look at it as a secret because it's one of them things where, when you don't consider it, then you realize just how much your game is affected by not understanding, and kind of like making this something that's, excuse me, just absolutely imperative in your life of game and how you implement it. And that is that you have to like women. A lot of guys they're like, oh, I like women. You like them, but you don't like them. Excuse me, I got hiccups. You like women in that you think they look good and you want to have sex with them, or whatever, but you don't like to be around women. Or they get on my nerves, or that women are always talking a bunch of dumb crap. Man, you gotta totally just like women. Like, you don't have to agree with everything that they do, and I don't mean it's like every time a woman does something you're like, oh, that was cool, you know, or oh, sure, you can disrespect me, no problem. No, not like that. But you have to like the fact that, like them in a sense, like, this is how I do it. There's a lot of things that women do that I totally are like, yo, what the hell? But you gotta look at it like this. I look at women and I'm enamored with them because they're so different than us. I mean, as men, we're pretty straightforward. We're simple. You know what I'm saying? We're rational. We generally follow, a particular, train of logic, basically. Women can be like that, but they also can totally not be like that, right? So sometimes, like, I'll talk with a woman and she'll be telling me something, and I was thinking, this is the dumbest shit ever. And I do think it's dumb. I mean, I don't necessarily come out and tell her that's dumb, but at the same time, I'll be like fascinated with some shit. I'm thinking to myself, how in the hell could she even think that? But at the same time, I'm like, that's some tripped out shit. Like, you really think that? Like, oh, really? Oh, hmm. It's interesting that she would think something like that. So I kind of get tripped out. Like, I can't believe she's actually even postulating something like this. But that's just how women are, man, in some cases. Sometimes a thing that makes absolute sense to you makes no sense to them. And sometimes a thing that makes complete sense to them will make absolutely no sense to you. So that's why I tell guys, don't even try to understand women. Just understand that they are. When I say they are, I mean women have a certain way about them. But to me, it's just fascinating, because I like me, I love me, but I would not want to like date me because I'm so predictable since I'm me, you know. But women are not predictable. I mean, they're predictable in some ways, but at the same time, they're not predictable. Women are I should just do a whole video on this, but women are the masters of two things being true at the same time. They're also the masters of wanting everything both ways. I'm not gonna get into that in this video because I could make like an hour-long video about that. But my point is this: women are just the way that they are, man. They really are, and you just have to kind of accept that, accept it, and like it in a sense where you're fascinated by how different that they are. You don't have to be like, I love how indirect you are, and I love how you have all these insecurities. I don't mean like that, but and I mean, even if you do, cool, but you gotta like women. I mean, like, for me, like, anywhere I go, it doesn't matter whether like today when I'm working on the car, but as the hood's up, I see some chicks. I'm like, what the hell, I'm like, oh, she got some leggings on. I'm looking, I'm waving. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I just like anywhere where the women are and the feminine energy is. I don't want to be around feminine energy as a man, but I want to be around it in the sense that I'm attracted and drawn to women. So even if for a short amount of time, I don't want to be somewhere where it's dudes all day. I mean, it's cool hanging out with my boys and stuff, but I want to be around someone. I want to smell, a woman who's smells, womanly and clean. You know what I'm saying, and perfumey. I want to smell. I want to smell her hair. I want to smell her perfume. I want to smell deodorant. Everything. I just all those womanly things. I want to be around it. I love that about women. I want to hear a woman say something Cause my voice sounds like a man's voice, but a woman's voice, sometimes I could be doing something and I'll be like doing something somewhere and I'll be like, I heard a woman. So I'm like, where's that energy coming from? Where's that, cause I want to know. I just love the sound of a woman's voice, I mean, just the way a woman, the way the noises she makes and just everything women do, you know what I'm saying? It's to me, it's good energy, you know what I'm saying? It's good energy and it's energy that I crave and appreciate, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like I said, I don't love everything about women, but I still am fascinated even by the things that I don't like. I'm just like, man, like, that's interesting that she would think that. I mean, that's just absolutely crazy to me. But, I'm like, it's crazy also that she totally thinks it's, you know, 1,000,000% legitimate, and she's like, all about that thing. Whereas a man, we're just like, that shit don't make any damn sense. But, you know, so I just, guys, man, I can't, this is like super, super important. A lot of guys think they can become like these ladies' men, but they can't stand women. Oh, girls get on my nerves. Girls like, girl this, girl that. And then they go out in public and they got this chip on their shoulder because they're so mad at women. Or they're just like, oh, these girls aren't gonna like me. It's just like, bro, no. When you're acting like that, women are not, man, they can feel, women can tell when you don't like women. I'm telling you, they can feel it. The same way they can tell when you're scared or bothered. Women, they kind of reflect whatever you give them. And if you're giving off that woman hater energy, 90% of the time, maybe even 95, 99% of the time, women can detect that in a man. And then they're almost repelled by it. So, but don't try to fake it like I like women because they can tell when you're faking too. But when you're just like, I don't know, I just love bitches. You know what I'm saying? They just, and then hey, they love it, man. So, I could have gone into a whole lot more detail, but I'm trying to make this video short, and I'm just gonna keep repeating the fact: you have to like women. They gotta like you too, but you gotta like women. I mean, if you really just are like, hey, just like women, and you just learn to just be fascinated and keep discovering and just analyze them and watch them and study them. I'm telling you, man, you've got so much of dealing with women taken care of, and women also like that you like women. It's just kind of like a self-fulfilling prophecy. That's another theme that kind of you'll see me kind of visit a lot and stuff, because so many things, as I said in other videos, they're interrelated and interconnected. It might not seem like it, but they are. So anyway, all right, man, you gotta like women. There's no getting around it. If you don't like women, you will never become a Mack. You will never become a player. You will never become a ladies' man if you don't like women. I'm telling you, man. Look, like, you gotta like women. All right, man. Like I always say, be the man because you are the man. All right, peace.